Who is Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi? Gandhi, as the name suggests, he is the man, principles, honesty, sincerity, non-violence, the one who led the freedom struggle and made helped India to become an independent country. But who was Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi? This is a difficult question to answer, and his ideologies, his principles, are somewhat of a different nature because he was a man of truth, but not an absolute truth. His truth kept changing because he was a practical person. His ideologies remained that the truth should be of the current future and not something of the past. He claimed with a practical sense of doing things. Everything he preached was not a certain type of values or principle which he had learned through the books and it has to be absolute nature, but rather the practical sense of things which he had learned from his life, seeing things, observing things, and coming to a conclusion how the practicality of this would help society, humanity, mankind forward. For example, if you think he wanted to make India independent, obviously that was his goal, but it was not at the cost of making other countries look bad or to make them disobedient or make them suffer for eternity. That was not the goal. The goal was eventually to stop the colonialism in India because that was a bad thing because the British looted India of its spirituality, the economic and the political pressures, and the culture of it. All of it were destroyed. You can consider them as four pillars in which India stands. And he wanted for India to flourish such that slowly the other countries remember that they had a bad thing, improve upon them. And slowly there would be a cordial relationship between all the humankind in the world. Gandhi's sincerity too often can be misunderstood as a simplicity thing or rather as a thing of trying to preach or make a religion out of it or trying to make himself as a hero. But rather he was not that of preacher. He always shared his visions with the practicality of the solution to the people. And whenever he shared something, he would be the first person to do it. For example, civil disobedience movement. He wanted it as an act of rebellion with the help of non-violence. But he was the first to do it, and if someone has to go to prison, he was the first to go. So he knew the repercussions of his actions, but he was not someone who would do it at the expense of others, but rather at the expense of himself and then others. And when you think about his greatness, there are many people who does not understand who Gandhi is or was because he used very different terms. For example, he used the terms non-violence, spirituality, and so on and so forth. And modern thinkers would want a better sounding word. For example, instead of non-violence, they would prefer a word like disharmony of the society. And yes, then can when you take some things of the Gandhi's life and see it as a very small thing, you might think that yeah, this doesn't fit into the larger scope of how world should be thinking. But to understand Gandhi's philosophies and his way of life and how it contributed to the India and world, because he not only contributed to India but also internationally. You need to understand Gandhi in the whole, not parts of it, not from one chapter of his life, the whole life, perhaps little before that and after that also, to know the impact he has and the way he led his life. And he, his ideas, perhaps you can see from the many books he has written, is not as trying to create a religion, trying to preach, rather just things which happened in his life, the way it happened, and how it taught something. And that's what he's trying to tell the others. He was at the firm beginning of the world would collapse if it was going through wars, violence, and therefore non-violence, survival was the only way to achieve greater humankind, cooperation and success. And yes, there were many things probably he thought was too isn't beautiful or practical, but it was not, because such a difficult thing to know. Like for example, his idea of everyone doing their own part, having a big centralized state, you do your own thing, and your neighbor does their own thing, and everyone is good in itself, was nice in theory, but in practical, needed to be able to achieve. And many times Gandhi's thought, or at least he said, that we could achieve that in a 1 year of time frame, or we should. But we all know that's not the case. But that's not a lacking. Perhaps he has some grander visions, much more than we were all capable of. And we, if we see non-violence as a trait to achieve something in life, in a state where violence is flourishing like anything, it is to be applauded. Whether Mahatma Gandhi somehow managed to do all of this and inspire people. And he's also inspiring things like his philosophies. So, before we understand truly who Mohandas Gandhi was, we should understand that we need to understand his whole life and not just a part of it, not a small chapter or line of it, but the whole. And that's where our journey starts.